Okay, so we're going to be talking about viscosity and flow rate. So one of the properties of fluids is how they move or flow. How quickly fluids flow is a property called viscosity. It is determined by a fluid's internal resistance or friction that keeps it from flowing. Recall from the particle model of matter that the particles in a liquid slide around and roll over each other. In a gas, these particles move around even more easily. The greater the friction or rubbing between the particles in any fluid, the higher the viscosity. Fluids with a high viscosity do not flow as easily as fluids with a low viscosity. So the effect of temperature on viscosity. So we thought of different fluids and what would happen if their viscosity changed. From our lab, we know that temperature is one factor that can have a big effect on viscosity. And in some cases, a change in viscosity can be so different that it becomes a change of state. For example, hot tar being spread on a road. It goes on as a liquid, and once it cools, it becomes a solid. So measuring viscosity with the ramp method. The ramp method of testing viscosity is a method that we use in our viscosity lab, which involves pouring a fluid down a ramp and timing how long it would take to get to the bottom. By pouring the same amount of another fluid and timing it, you can compare the viscosities of these different fluids. So understanding viscosity and temperature. Viscosity is a fluid's internal resistance or friction that keeps it from flowing. A fluid with a high viscosity has a large amount of internal resistance or friction. As the temperature of a liquid increases, its viscosity decreases. The opposite is also true. So as the temperature of a liquid decreases, the viscosity increases. The particle model of matter can help you understand why the change of viscosity happens. A liquid is made up of particles that can slide and roll over each other. When energy or heat is added to the liquid, the particles slide and roll more quickly. As a result, the fluid flows more rapidly. Its viscosity decreases. So the reverse is also true. As the temperature of a liquid drops, the particles slow down and the viscosity increases. Thank you for paying attention, and we will see you in class tomorrow.